Hey, Mark Miller here, Season 9 Ultimate Fighter, US vs. UK. The last episode was a lot of drama going on between Pearce not wanting to fight Faulkner. He was complaining about his foot, and then he was complaining about infections, but I think, really when it comes down to it, we all kind of knew that he didn't want to fight. He was saying a lot of stuff in the house that wasn't on camera about not really wanting to fight Faulkner and not really wanting to fight at all. I think a couple times he said he's not sure if he wants to even be there or be a fighter at all, and he said one time that he said he kind of wishes he got hurt so he couldn't fight, which I thought was kind of messed up, because if you're there, make the most of it. If you don't want to be there, go home and let someone who really wants to be there give them the opportunity. So that's kind of what was going on in the house right now. But I mean, he can make the excuse about his foot hurting or the staph infection, but I think everybody knew kind of the real deal, that he just didn't want to fight. And I think it was pretty obvious from the episode that he really just wasn't into it. He was complaining about the training, complaining about the sparring. I mean, if you're a fighter, that's kind of what you do. You spar and train hard every day. There's really no easy days except your off days. I think every practice is a hard practice. You take off days for a reason, so there's no reason to go easy. I think even if you're doing, you don't have to spar to make it a hard practice. You could do mitts hard, grapple hard, but every practice is, should be a hard practice, and then you take the days off when you need it for a reason. So yeah, that was basically it. I know it got at first everyone was looking that it was going to be Pearce and Faulkner fighting, but it turned out that the UK had the pick, and they were planning on it being Faulkner versus Pearce. Obviously from the show, you can see that, and Dave ended up getting a infection underneath the skin from whacking himself with a sledgehammer. Instead they picked Ross Pearson to fight Richie, and it was a good fight. I kind of saw it going, being a stand-up battle, because both guys are scrappy guys. I think Ross definitely has the edge on wrestling, but both guys are stand-up banger guys, and it was a good fight. I wish Richie would have won, just for the U.S. team. Nothing bad against Ross, of course, but Richie was a real cool guy. He's kind of like my little brother in the house. He's like under my wing, so I don't even know what he's up to now that he's away from the nest. I hope he's safe. I don't know. There's a lot of vultures out there. Richie, if you're watching, stay strong, you little chicken hawk. Yeah, other than that, he lost the fight, and pretty disappointed. In the episode, I think you saw Cameron had a little too much to drink, and he got into the young kid where you get in that phase where you get real emotional, and it was just too much Jack Daniels, talking about how he wishes he was closer with his family and wants to kill people and stuff like that. But I think we've all been there, when we were younger, stuff like that. The drunk cries for no reason. I don't know. But yeah, I think when I was drunk, I cried at the movie King Kong. So I mean, that just shows you, what alcohol can do to your emotions. Not saying it's not a sad movie, but it's the only second time I cried in my life. Yeah, other than that, just kind of waiting for the drama to unfold and see what happens with Pearce. Join me Wednesdays, Cobra Lounge, 235 North Ashland, Chicago, Illinois. Come out, drink some beers, do some shots, eat some corn fritters, show some boobs.